Hi, look now. Oh, so I know what it was. I know what it was. I figured it out. It has something to do with, oh, when I switched to, how do I lock that though? There's a way to lock it. Okay, I figured it out. It has something to do with me rotating the camera. So like, it likes me to do this. So when I do this, it's gonna be clear anyway. That's what it is. It wasn't the iPhone. I know what it was. The Android works. So for the people that just come back. Okay. You mind if I take off my shirt? Put this up just a little bit so you don't see my titties and stuff. So I just like to get comfortable. Story time feels comforting to me. So I definitely just want to get um so okay. So this story is part four of the prison saga that I experienced. So in the last story, I went to actual prison, which was Elaine Hunt Correctional Center, and I learned a lot about being a prison hope. And so I had never experienced anything in the prison system so far as violent, really. I had seen in prison, it was a lot of respect. Respect was the number one thing that people dealt with. Like you gave respect, you got respect, you just respect was the thing. And so I never saw like, outside of what I happened to Strawberry, I never really saw. I saw a few fights here and there, but it was never nothing to the point at this extent that I saw that was violent. So I go to Catahoula. I get transferred. I did not want to get transferred, but I got transferred. I think due to some downsides and I wasn't in prison long enough. Like I was like new, fresh and stuff like that. So it was looking like, oh, you non-violent and blah blah blah. They were starting to the Department of Corrections, I believe, was going through a financial thing. So they started transferring people that didn't need to be in prison to more the lesser supposed to be lesser security type things or whatever, whatever. So I was sent to Catahoula. And so what I saw in Catahoula though was this. Catahoula was a private run state holding facility for detention. Okay, what you got to girl? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you. Please, I appreciate you. That's all I ask. Hit the like button. Thank you for the people that donated. I appreciate y'all too. I love y'all so much. And I really have no idea because this like going down these roads for me, it's not necessarily easy all the time, and y'all make it easy. So I do appreciate it. Okay, so I go to Catahoula, and so Catahoula was it was 8 dorms. Um, four on one side, A, B, E, and D, A, B, E, and F on one side, C and D on the other side, and they called I and J in the back. Thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate you. I love you, sister. So, the 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 units were those two units. It wasn't prison because you never moved around. We literally stayed in a dorm all day, every day. Like literally, we just stayed in the dorm. There was no like, oh, you went to child or food call, but you literally stayed in the dorm 24 hours a day again. You stayed on the yard. The units were separated A, B, E, and F to one yard, C and D to another yard, and I and J had their own yard in the back. I didn't know what was going on at I and J. You never really saw everybody because they did everything very separately. It was the private one prison didn't have the funding that the state did, so they didn't have a lot of activities and a lot of stuff like that. But what I did meet was I went when I walked in the unit, all I could hear was, oh. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I when I first got there, I had they assigned me to a bunk in the back, and there was a white boy that was like a bunk next to me that came in with me. But they stayed in the bed all day. Me, I'm just coming from prison. So, bitch, I want to walk around and see what the fuck is where the trees and all this stuff like that. I want to see whatever. Let me make my house a fucking home. But I'm walking around trying to see what it is. People just oohing and eyeing. I'm like, oh girl, they act like they never seen a punk before. Now in prison, homosexuals are treated as a commodity, like a fucking like oh it's like they excited to have one. It's a grand thing. But in the detention centers, I didn't get that same treatment. Like I knew coming from prison that my homeboys. So I'm like, where the niggas from New Orleans at? Now, this is Catahoula is located like close to Alexandria, Louisiana. So this particular camp was split up about evenly. Catahoula had contracted with Baton Rouge, so there was a lot of Baton Rouge niggas there. New Orleans niggas was there too. So New Orleans and Baton Rouge hooked up again against Monroe and Shreveport as usual. So I'm like, oh girl. But it was like 50-50. It wasn't like mostly New Orleans niggas where New Orleans was just running it. Them niggas was there too. And so it was like, oh my God. So it felt almost instantly like a different world. Okay. So the first night I got there, I'm laying in my bed. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. I was sleeping on top of an old white man. And I was like, this is not cute. And so I'm sleeping on top of a white man. And I'm just laying in my bed thinking. And so I'm looking outside the side of my bunk, and all I see is a boy go up to where the white girl was sleeping, the white boy was sleeping, getting his dick sucked. I'm like, oh my fucking God. In the prison system, in the big prison, it wasn't necessarily like that. It was more like people had relationships. Like people was married, people was in stuff. Here, it just looked like this was like the whole house. I'm like, whatever. After that boy left, another boy came, got his dick sucked. I'm like, oh my God. Now in prison, this wasn't really like this because I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So boom. I'm like, oh child, what's going on? As I'm laying, so I finally find a way to go to sleep until I get a tap on my bunk. And it's this cute little red boy from Baton Rouge. I'm not gonna say his name. Let's just call him I don't know. Just make him name Aaron, bitch. I don't know. Let's just call him Aaron. So bitch, he a cute red boy. Don't get me wrong. He's a cute boy. Call him red boy. Cool. Larry. It don't matter. So bitch, he tapped my bunk. He was like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Nothing. What are you doing on my bunk?" Cause bitch, I know I just come from prison, bitch. I know how queens supposed to be treated, bitch. I'm not coming here pretending I'm like a man. I'm not coming here pretending like I'm some this big boss ass nigga, bitch. Bitch, I know what's up. So bitch, you're not gonna treat me like no fucking no common tawdry trash. Ain't no zuzu or wham wham you can put on my fucking locker that's gonna make me do nothing with you. So bitch, he tapped me on my bunk and I'm like, what you mean what's up? And I'm like, I'm sleeping, that's what's up. He was like, man, fuck with me, fuck with me. I'm like, no. He was like, come on, fuck with me, fuck with me. Look, man, your sister fucking with everything, fuck with me, fuck with me. I'm like, no. Come on, black, fuck with me, fuck with me. I'm like, no. He was like, so you ain't gonna fuck with this? And so, bitch, listen. So, no tea, no shade. This boy pulled out a nasty old red piece of meat, bitch. And I'm like, oh, girl. And I won't fuck with it. Oh, bitch, you can't do too much. You can't do too much of showing me these things and me not fuck with it. But I know one thing. Where I come from, in the prison system, this is not necessarily kosher. I know once time you start doing shit like that, it's like a never-ending cycle. It's like a never-ending cycle, so you cannot fuck with it. So bad as I wanted to, bad as I saw it, as juicy and tender as it looked, I ain't fuck with it. I said, baby, get from around my bunk. And I turned over and I went to sleep. So, bitch, no, you didn't miss too much. I wake up in the morning and I so I go to breakfast. It was horrible food. In the prison system, they fed us real good. I'm not gonna lie. The food was always good, fresh. It tasted brand new. This stuff tasted like it was some grits, oatmeal that was just so nasty. There was some raisins in it, and it was just horrible, 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 horrible. And I was like, oh no, this is not cute. This is not cute at all. At all. When I came back to my bunk, my bed was folded over, and my cellar was like, "Oh, they move you to the front." I'm like, "Move me to the front for what?" It was like they move you to the front. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I take my fucking bunk. They say, make my bunk. And they give me a bottom rack right by the window. How the dorms was set up, it was a big, long garage with buku buku 2 and 3 rack cells in it. Bunks. But it was cute because there was a lot of duck off spots. But where I was at in the front, it was right in front of, what you call them? And so the T rep, I forgot his name, but he was an older dude from Alexandria. He said, oh, they assign you that bunk. I said, why they assign you that bunk? He said they put all homosexuals to the front because they think y'all gonna be doing stuff all night. He said, if you think about it, probably you're silly. Did somebody come to your bed last night? I said, yeah, but I didn't do nothing. And he was like, oh, that's why they moved you to the front. And I'm thinking to myself, well, this is not cute. Because where my cell is right by the window where the guard station at, meaning, bitch, if I did want to fuck with that, I couldn't do it now because it was right by the guard station, bitch. So I'm like, okay, this is not going to be cute. I'm not gonna like Miss Catahoula at all. I could already tell. So, later that day, I meet a couple niggas from New Orleans. One was my homeboy Jeff, cool little nigga and stuff, whatever. They was like, you play spades round, you do all this? It was like, what's around, what you doing? You know, ask me all the shit, where you come from, where in jail, this, that, and the other. So, that is true. Yeah, y'all need to hit that like button, sister. Y'all need to hit that like button for me. Y'all tripping. Y'all, could y'all hit that like button for me? Thank you. Please and thank you. If they don't let you hit, if you don't see it, you gotta exit out or something and come back. You're not missing nothing. The meat of the story don't happen till way later. So you good. This is the build up, sister. You ain't missing nothing. So make sure y'all hit that like button for me, please and thank you. Thank you. All right. So, booyah, bitch. So I'm up to the front. I don't like it. But I see some homeboys, so I'm like, okay, this is kind of cute. And so I start playing spades and stuff and getting into it, you know, whatever. So I goes on the yard and trot on the yard and meet some of the other homosexuals. And so as I'm talking to them, one of them was an older queen named Miss Ross. She was an older queen. And I can't think of what, now keep in mind, I had just been into a situation with the older queens. And so I didn't trust these faggot older queens. Thank y'all so much for hitting the like button. I love y'all so much. You, me too. I'm ready to leave too. But I'm gonna tell you why I left. We're gonna get to that. This is a kind of quick story, but let me get into it. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Long as y'all hit the like button, I'm gonna keep talking. Stop hitting the like button. Shake ain't gonna talk anymore. So thank y'all. So I meet Miss Ross, and she's an older queen. And so I'm trying to ask her. I'm like, girl. So she was like, just put me on game or what's here. And she was like, well, this is a little different than what you're used to in the prison. Because like the punks, she was like, the punks have a hierarchy. I'm like, a hierarchy? What you mean? And so she was like, well, they got your top, the punks is like, there's the top punks and bottom punks, whatever. I'm like, oh, for real? And it was like, yeah, see, the punk that run this compound, her name Bernice. I'm like, Bernice? And then she was like, yeah, this is big bitch. She's still on the island though. I'm like, the island? And that was I and J. I was like, oh, okay. Now Bernice was a punk from Alexandria. And so I'm like, well, they moved my bed to the front, girl. So, like, they don't want me to do nothing. Like, girl, these people's like, whatever. She was like, listen, the guards and stuff here, they do not like homosexuals. They do not like punks. Stay out their way, shake it, whatever. Don't mess with them. Don't do nothing to them. I'm like, girl, all right, whatever. So I was like, I wonder why they didn't move the white girl in, because I'm thinking it's because of the black thing. And she was like, what white girl? I said, there was a girl last night sucking dick on the fucking avenue, bitch. And so she was like, who? And I pointed it out to her. She was like, no, that's a boy. I said, no, that's no fucking boy. That boy was sucking dick. Don't fucking tell me what the fuck I saw. That was a fucking boy. So Miss Bell was like, oh, girl, leave that alone, shake it, leave that alone, shake it. And so, boom. By the time they call y'all called, I go back into my unit. And I tell my homeboys, I said, why the fuck is why the fuck is this girl, why she didn't get moved to the front? Why I'm the one moved to the front? Bitch, if she in the back sucking dicks all night, why I can't be in the back sucking dicks all night? Y'all got me fucked up. And so they was laughing at me. It was like, nobody knows she gay, but the bitch behind it, so she could like whatever, because they don't like punks on this compound. I'm like, I know you fucking lying to me. Sister, if I got to get it, you got to get it too, especially you being a little white girl. No offense to my white people. I don't want y'all to think I'm racist, but prison is very racist. Prison, white people segregate the white people, black people segregate the black people, Mexicans segregate the Mexicans. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. That's just what it is in prison. So, the bitch, so so I told my homeboys and they was like, nobody knows. We just find out whatever, whatever. So why it is? So the next day, so okay, no, let me say it. So the next day I get up for so we go for child. Now they got this certain shift where this certain deputy is. And as I walk around, if you a man, like if you was a straight man, he let you walk in front of him. But if you was a gay man, he always push up to where like he hiding his ass. Now this is an old white deputy guard. So he really singling out that somebody gay. Like I'm walking, just getting my tray and walking out the child hall, and he'll step up like somebody's fucking like somebody want his ass. Yeah, could y'all please like the video? Because I don't have 100 likes and I have 181 people here. Let me get 5 more likes, people. Thank y'all so much. So I'm like, what the fuck? You serious? Like every time a gay person come, he walk up like, bitch, I'm not like, don't look at my ass. But you was an old white man, nobody wants your ass anyway. But I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, let me just get my tray and get the fuck out of here. I'm just feeling some type of way. So when I see Ms. Ross, I'm like, girl, this is not cute. This is not how the fuck it's supposed to be in no prison. She said, this is a prison, girl. You in a satellite camp, bitch. It's a whole different world. I'm like, girl, fuck this. So, all right. I'm going to say his name because I don't like him no more anyway. And I think people know about him, but oh, well, I'm going to say it anyway. So, my trade, so Ms. Ross, I was in A and Ms. Ross was in B. And so she was like, girl, you know I got a little son here, right? I was like, yeah. Oh, what's his name? She was like, hey, Kevin, I want you to meet him. I'm like, okay. So I met the dude. His name Kevin Boston. And so, bitch, I meet Kevin Boston, bitch. And so, bitch, he a brown skinned little trade, cute or whatever, whatever. His teeth was a little fucked up, but he had some pretty, pretty eyes. Fine down. And so I meet him or whatever. He was like, oh, you got an old man yet or whatever, whatever. I was like, no, I ain't got no old man. I just be chilling with my homeboys in there and whatnot, et cetera, et cetera. He's like, oh, I'm going to be old man. I said, baby, you got to do a little more than just say you can be my old man to be my old man. But me and him start talking. And so we'll walk the yard and talk when we was on the yard, but we in 2 different units, so we don't be together at night. And that was kind of fucking me up. But it is what it is. So, all right. So, a dude moved on top of me from Shreveport. Like I had a set there before, but I couldn't remember who it was. And then they moved. They left or something. And then so somebody moved on top of me. Should I say his name? Yeah. Let's just call him Brandon. So Brandon moved on top of me. Brandon was from Shreveport. But Brandon was also a Muslim. So I didn't know how this was going to work. And this is my first real experience with being in the company of a Muslim. And so, bitch, so Brandon is a Muslim, but he a tall, red, skinny young boy, but he very, very smart. So, like, so this is my first experience too with somebody sleeping on top of you and stuff like that because you sharing with is basically a bunk. So to get down off his bunk, he basically have to be in my presence and stuff like that. So a lot of times they don't want to jump up there to the bunks to do stuff. So they'll sit on their cellmate bed. Yeah, he's a real Muslim. But I'm finna get to that in a minute because there's something going on with him too. So he a Muslim. Now he always used to like kind of sort of pick on me in a sense, but I never really thought nothing about him. So me and him would talk, bro. He was very, very intelligent. I swear to God. So we could talk about world events, politics, stuff was going on, and like stuff like that, and was no tea. No tea, no shade. So he was tall, slim. He was fine. Big old dick too. Cause okay, and this is how I know how his dick size is. They had one dude in our unit, and I wanted this boy so bad. Oh my God! But he was a Muslim too, and so Muslims don't go with homosexuals, as y'all know. So it's like Muslims don't go with homosexuals. But then a fine dude, I wanted him. But he was like, boom. But me and Brandon used to always talk. I'm like, bitch, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He was like, well, you can't get that dude. That dude a Muslim. That dude ain't fucking with no post. And y'all always think everybody gay, blah, blah, blah. He always says stupid shit like that. I'm like, bitch, I'm going to get that boy. I'm going to get that boy. I'm going to get that boy. All right. So my first issue came from this. They had the white girl, the white boy. So he got outed. But he blamed it on me because I was saying that I got like, so they moved his rack from the back to the front. Not on top of me, but in front of me on top. And so he was like, yeah, because that black bitch, it was the one that told on me, that outed me. I'm like, sister, I don't think you want it. Oh, what do you want to do? What the fuck you want to do? That's how she was talking. So listen, I'm like, sister. So they had a thing called I-10. I-10 was, they had a row of racks in the back that that was outside the camera view and where the windows couldn't see. And so the Trey was in there back in, like, egging me on. Now, I ain't got no sense, girl. But Trey was like, oh shit, yeah. How you go? You let that white boy talk to you like that? You let that white boy talk to you like that? I said, I was like, bitch, so I started talking like, bitch, bitch, you did snitch on her, but not to the people, to like my homeboys and stuff. But it's like, bitch, I can't, bitch, you back there sucking dick on a nightly basis, bitch. You know what I got? So at the time, I hadn't sucked no dick yet. I hadn't sucked no dick. Like, I was like doing I'm thinking, my mindset, I'm just coming from the real prison. And so my mindset was not on no, my mindset was on finding a husband, not finding a dick. And besides, I just left a nigga with a big old dick. What the fuck? Dick wasn't even whatever, whatever. So I wasn't even sucking dick yet. But I just didn't feel like, bitch, you should be back there sucking dick like not going west either. So, bitch, come to find out the whole name was Shannon. And so I'm like, so the bitch had me and her got into a little argument, verbal argument. But it was like whatever, whatever. So my homeboys was like, you not representing New Orleans, you not representing New Orleans. Call that hoe out, call that hoe I-10. Call that hoe I-10, call that hoe I-10. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Real talk? Real talk? So bitch, um, so I go tap the whole buck. I was like, sister, meet me on I-10. So I'm like, girl, I got to whoop this whole girl. I got to really whoop this whole bitch. And so bitch, she was like, I'm not going back there with you. I'm not going back there with you. I'm like, bitch, if you don't come back here, bitch, I'm gonna drag you out this bed, bitch. And so the bitch was like, fuck you, I'm not coming back there. And so, bitch, so the bitch was ducking me. Like, I'm gonna catch you, hoe, because you making me embarrassed in front of New Orleans niggas. And that's just not gonna happen, sister. It ain't even about what you say, because I can really care less. But bitch, you're not going to embarrass me in front of New Orleans niggas. So, bitch, she'll duck me and dodge me. She'll always stay in front of, like, the camera and stuff like that. So she did this for, like, a day or two, bitch. She ducked me, and I'm telling Ross, I'm gonna whoop that hoe. Bitch, when I catch that hoe where I know I can get away with it, bitch, I'm gonna whoop that hoe. I'm gonna whip that hoe. The whole time, I'm still talking to Miss Ross' little son named Kevin. Me and him getting little chummy. We writing each other little letters and stuff like that. So it's getting cute. So, bitch, boom. No shit, no tea, no shade. One time we was coming in off the yard. So the hoe was always smart. The hoe always go first. Like, whoop. I'm gonna go first to where I could get away and get into the public so the hoe don't whoop me. Or the hoe don't meet me or something. It just so happened I was in first. And so when you come in the yard, it's a door right there. And so by the door being right there, and it got a little spot, it's a little spot where you can't see nothing. Baby, and then I said, oh, that was still outside. Real talk, I'm from New York City, and your accent, I love it. I don't even hear my accent. I don't even think I got an accent. I be trying to talk regular. So, bitch, I was like, bitch, ooh, that hoe outside. I said, I'm gonna catch this hoe. I'm about to catch this hoe. Sure as shit stink. The hoe start come trying to share a little water bottle, feeling herself, her little earphones on, trying like that, bitch. As soon as she came in, bitch, I snuck that hoe. Pow! Bitch! Me and this white hoe, that hoe fell back. Ow! Ow! Bitch, I got on top of that hoe and started bouncing. Pop, pop. Like, bitch, don't play with me. Bitch, don't play with me. Bitch, don't play with me. I'm like, really, like, bitch, I'm a big bitch. And she was like a little white girl. So I'm whipping this hoe. I'm whipping the fuck out this hoe. And so my homie was like, get that hoe shaking, get that hoe shaking. And so some of the white boys was like, oh man, what's going on back here? And so they was like, come on, come on. So we hurry up and go to the front. I went to the bathroom area like and nothing happened. This hoe was real live, black, blue, purple, everything. Like, bitch, don't play with me. So, okay. So they what they did was she had to go to the medical because she was like really seen. So they came in and locked the unit down, trying to see who she had a fight with. So she was going through looking at people knuckles and stuff. So this coming through looking at some knuckles and stuff. And so one of my knuckles did get like a little cut on it or whatever. And so they was like, oh, you had a fight with her. I said, I don't know. I ain't had no fight with that hole. Like, I don't know that. And so I'm denying it. And they took me to the hole and put me in the hole for like 3 days to fight. So 3 days later, I come back. She come back. She come back. She back on the unit. But this when she comes to me, she was like, well, look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did this, whatever, whatever, etc., etc. You know what I was saying? Blah, blah, blah. I know you didn't. I know, like, I didn't get her moved to the front. I told him that she was a punk, but like, you knew. People knew they was sucking dick. This jail. So me and her actually became cool. And her name became Shannon. And she became like my little daughter. Now, she was messing with this red nigga. She was messing with another nigga from Baton Rouge. Whatever, whatever. So the first red nigga who we call Larry, he was still on a unit. But I was like in Kevin. And so I'm like, I don't do all that cheating on my husband and stuff. So bitch, this boy, this is what he'll do. Every time I get in the shower, he'll come get in the shower, get buck naked, rocked up, trying to get with me. And I'm like, boy, stop playing. He was just trying too much. And he was a hot parade piece of trade. I ain't gonna lie. But bitch, I was like, I'm not feeling that at all. Bitch, I gotta do that. You gonna respect that. So me and Kevin made it official one night at church, and that became my husband. Bitch, I used to go in their unit, and they have this little part of the unit like called the interlock, and it's like there's a door and a door, but they open the interlock, and that's where people cut hair. So this is how we had to sneak around because we wasn't in the same unit. I have to go to the unit. I'm like, I'm going to get a haircut. So I'll be in the unit, and we'll go to the interlock. Like he cut my hair, but I had to have the clippers, and we had to air everything, bitch. And I used to be eating him up. Nice dick. So that became my husband. Me and him had a good little relationship. I'm not gonna lie. So this what happened though, bitch. Like we can't do that like every day. Like the weekends we couldn't do it. Whatever, whatever. Like sometimes I be hungry. Sometimes I be want snack. And besides, and we couldn't fuck because it just was not. We couldn't. We wasn't in the same unit. But this dude, Larry, I could fuck him. He in the unit. So I'm like, okay. And he kept trying, he kept trying, he kept trying. And so one day, me and Shannon and her boyfriend, and they was back there playing cards, jousting one night. And the boy, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck, how the fuck he was feeling. I don't know how the fuck I end up. But I was sitting down on the bunk, and he ended up sitting right behind me. And like he's behind me, like where his leg right here, his other leg right here, he really behind me. I'm like, boy, stop. And so he got rocked up, grinding on me, like, man, I know you like it. I'm like, stop, boy, go ahead, I got a boyfriend. Some type of way. His hands end up in my shirt. He started playing my nipples and stuff. And I didn't really like that at the time, like talk about. And I'm gonna tell a story later on that really turned me on to that. But that's a whole nother thing. But that's like a part 12 when I get to the phase. But yeah, can we get some likes? You people? I got 250 here. I should have 130, 140 likes. Come on. Come on, y'all. Don't do me that. So he was like, so this how this happened. So he was like, okay, this was up. He was like, look, it was on Friday and Saturday nights, they don't have lockdown. It's late nights. So they watch movies and stuff like that. So it was the good shift coming on and they kind of let you just do it a little level. So he was like, look, come to my rack. I'm going to tell like one of his homeboys to go sleep in my bunk, and I'm gonna go back there by his bunk because the good shift don't really pay attention. They just come around and count. They don't pay attention if you're in the right bunk or not, unless something happens. So he was like, come back to my room. So he got me hot, grinding on me, playing my nipples, getting me all hot, fucking my neck, kissing my neck and licking my ears and shit. So he got me hot. So I was like, well, fuck it, I might as well give him a little bit. Okay, this is the next thing I need you to understand. So they don't give you condoms in prison, but this is what we use as condoms in prison. I didn't explain this in the last prison story, but I'm explaining it now. But this is what we use as condoms. Now, I don't know how safe this is. I never looked it up, but I have not contracted any type of disease or nothing. So I'm assuming it must have worked to some extent. But we used gloves, latex gloves. We'll put some grease or something on them, and that's what we used as condoms. We took the finger part, take like 2 or 3 fingers, put 1 over the dick, 2 over the dick, 3 over the dick, so it's like whatever, and kind of like wrap it up, and that's kind of like what we use as condoms. Because they don't, and which I think is crazy. I think that they should give condoms. People fucking in prison, you're not gonna stop it. So I think y'all should give condoms out, but that's what we use as condoms. So the first part about that, we had to find a glove. So you had to get a glove from like a kitchen worker. That was their hustle, selling gloves, because they was the only real kitchen or somebody that worked in medical had the latex gloves. And once a nigga get a glove, you know what's happening. So they should give condoms out. I don't know why they don't, but that's what they do. That should be mandated. I think they should. I really think they're not gonna stop people from fucking. People gonna fuck anyway. They're not gonna stop it. Yeah, so we did use condoms. I used condoms mostly when I was in jail. I am not gonna lie and say I didn't, but I read your book. It was good. I read it in 1 hour. I could not come out of it. Y'all go check out Rodney Roussell's book on Amazon Kindle. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. But so I think they should let out condoms. They don't, and even I, in some occasions, slipped up because there was just no gloves available or whatever the case may be. That we didn't have gloves accessible, so we didn't get it. Gloves is also contraband if you have them outside of your work area. The gloves stretch. They were latex gloves. They were the good. The ones from medical were the best, of course, but the ones from the kitchen worked pretty good also. So that's what we use. That's like not giving tampons or basic hygiene, but they don't give condoms in prison at all because you're not supposed to have sex in prison, but people do it anyway. Just like you're not supposed to smoke no more in prison, but people do it anyway. You're not supposed to have cell phones in prison, so people do it anyway. I heard some people use bags. I have never been fucked with a bag, but I have always fucked with condoms, with gloves. The sandwich bags, no, that's not going in my twat. Negative. So so the dude Larry, I actually, he actually, we were looking for a glove. So we go all around the unit looking for a glove. We finally find a glove that somebody was using for something else. But what they do is, so we went back there. Now we go around the unit looking for a glove. And I don't know what happened like that, but it was just, we go to the back, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm hot, he hot, it is what it is. We in his rack, we under the cover, and he getting ready to slide in. Like he priming up, we doing all kind of nasty ass, freaky ass shit. And he getting ready. And soon as I'm talking about soon as he find that fucking hole, all you hear is, everybody stay where you at. Have your IDs ready. I'm like, what the fuck? And so, bitch, you couldn't move. You had to stay right there. So I go to the dude that's in my bed, ID, go to his thing, and I'm in his bed. But of course, oh, thank you, Tequila. Tequila, yeah, Tequila. Thank you so much. So I am in his bed and he in my bed. But of course, I'm not him. So, bitch, I jump up, bitch, and I'm like trying to get to my bed, but you can't go nowhere. It's like, stay where you at. They're doing an ID check. So they go around ID check, ID check, ID check. Bitch, and they get, because since my rack in the front, they get to the dude, and of course he not me. And it was like, oh, you, go over there, go stand by the wall. Get to me, oh, you, go stand by the wall. Bitch, when I tell you, they caught me and got me jammed the fuck up, bitch. So they put me back in the hole. This time I stayed in the hole 10 days for, they tried to give me simple escape, but they was like, oh no, this is unauthorized area. So I went to jail, so I went to lockdown for unauthorized area for being on the wrong spot. But of course, this prison, so people talk. So I get out of lockdown after them 10 days. This is my second write up. I had one for fighting and one for now I got one for unauthorized area. So the captain and all them on my trail, they was like, oh, you one of them ones that just used to go cause all kind of trouble. You one of them ones, like I'm on the radar. I'm a hot bitch now. Like I'm hot. I'm like the people, like the people know me, which is not a good thing. And so and so bitch, sure as shit stink, bitch. Like it's not cute. So this the next thing that happened. Bitch, Kevin, he don't want to talk to me. Because of course people told him, oh, I was back there by this boy. I was back there by Larry. And so he was like, oh, well, bitch, like you not talking to me? Like, you're not talking. So he ignored me. He'll see me in the yard, like he'll go work out, and I'm still like, excuse me. whatever, whatever. I'm writing him all kind of I'm sorry letters. That's not what it was. I was just back there talking to him. But of course, people told him we was in the bed. He don't want to talk to me. He don't want to talk to me. He don't want to do nothing else. And so, bitch, they had another punk come on a compound from Alexandra. She was a red girl, but I forgot her name. But she had a chip too, and she was ugly. But what this fucking whole name is? But she was a So she come on the compound. She fought in their unit, and so I don't know what the fuck he tried to do, but I guess he called his whole. I guess he called himself. Yes, if y'all want story time to continue, if y'all want more story times about this, eventually I want to get through it all. But if you want more like this, all I ever ask, I appreciate the donations. But only thing I ever ask is y'all hit that like button, subscribe and hit that like button. That's all I ask. I would appreciate it so much. Thank y'all so much. I really need it. Please, thank y'all. Like. So, bitch, Miss Ross telling me, oh, you know Kevin been talking to whatever her name is. Let's just call her Antoinette. I'm like, bitch, I know you lying. They was like, yeah, he was talking to her. I'm like, I said he better never let me see it. That's all I can tell you. So, bitch, one day, he had this cute little accent. He used to pronounce tomorrow like this. What's going on tomorrow? I was like, oh, Lord, I loved it, this boy. He was so cute, girl. I got a picture of him, too. Not here, but at my mama's house. I'm going to show you. When I do the next story time video, I'm going to show you the picture of Kevin. But I got a picture of him. It's in my mama's house. I'm at dinner. So, bitch, so Kevin was like, how to like the video. Yeah, it's the reason why y'all can't be able to like it somewhere, because everybody asks that. So listen, do me this favor, y'all. Please do me this favor. I don't want y'all to exit out and all that stuff like that. But I want y'all to if when it's over, just come back and like it for me. I appreciate it. So go out, hit the like button and come back in. Yeah, you're not missing anything. So what I'm saying again is this, that right. So if y'all can't hit the like button, did it? Yeah. How you know? Bitch, I gotta watch this, bitch, because I swear to God, a girl that know Midnight actually hit me up and was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because the girl he used to mess with was a white girl named Stacey. I'm like, girl. But that whole name Dee Dee. You ain't never lying, that whole name Dee Dee. I'll never forget. With the chip tooth. That's who that punk was. How you know that? Jay Green? How you know? You know that hoe? Dee Dee from Alexandra. Sure was. That's her name, bitch. She had a chip tooth, girl. Oh, you gotta be silent. Oh, you was locked up too? Yeah, that's that hoe. Oh, you was that hoe. Oh, that hoe. That's a dirty bitch. I had a fight with. Okay, so listen. So Dee Dee is that whole name. I couldn't think of that whole name for nothing in the world, but that sure is that hoe. Dee Dee from Alexandra. That hoe had a chip tooth, and bitch, oh, dirty bitch. So I'm like, well, bitch, I bet not see it. So one day, bitch, I'm in the fucking store line, bitch. I'm like, damn, I want my man back. I want my man. I want him back because he's really a cute boy. He's nice. I like sucking his dick. He was cute. He always treated me right. He was a good, like, laid back dude. Yeah, he is a scammer. He's a scam artist too, bitch. Bitch, you know that hoe. OJ Green, you know that hoe. That's that hoe. Yes, indeed. That hoe came back to jail for pretending to be somebody's parole officer, bitch. Scamming people out of money, taking their money, somebody go get the dude out of jail, taking people money. That hoe was Dee Dee, bitch. Oh, I never forget that hoe. So, well, her ugly ass. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing, girl. So, bitch, so you know I ain't lying, girl. But somebody knew Midnight. Girl, I was telling too much real tea. So what I gotta do is I'm finna change a lot of names and stuff because it was too much real tea. For Midnight, for a girl to know Midnight and know the girl and everything, to come back. Brown skinned hoe used to keep an afro. Bitch, for them to know too much like that, it was like, oh girl, I'm just not spending all this real tea. I got to give y'all, I got to change it up just a little bit. So I'm changing names. Bitch, pretty soon I'm going to change places, bitch. So, bitch, it's going to be CC in the next story, bitch. I got to change names, girl, because it's some tea. A lot of these niggas don't know these niggas is messing around and stuff like that. But, okay. I got the girl. It's just whatever. I got to change it. So, all right. So, I'm in the fucking store line, and I'm just getting my store, And I've been thinking for like a day or two, like how I'm gonna get my man back. And so I'm literally standing like right here. And so I see him walking. Now my favorite ice cream from the store was the Bluebell birthday cake one. The with the confetti in it and stuff like that. That's my favorite ice cream from the store that they have. And he know that. So you follow me? Thank you. So as I'm walking down the thing, I see him coming with two ice creams. I'm like, oh, it's in a yellow tube, bitch. I'm like, oh my baby. I'm like, oh. And so I'm thinking, oh, he walking up to me like, I'm like, oh, Kevin, I knew you couldn't stay away from me for long. He look at me like, what you talking about? And then I look behind me, and guess who's standing there? That Houdini, bitch. And he walked past me, and he give that whole ice cream, which happened to be my favorite. Bitch, I promise you. I'm thinking to myself, bitch, you better not slurp one lick of that ice cream. So I'm like, Shakie, keep it cool. You're already on these people shit list. Keep your fucking cool. Keep your fucking cool. Leave the people alone. Bitch, not only did she eat the ice cream, but they had a spoon. And he spooned it and fed it to her. So y'all know what Miss Shakie did, Rich. I dropped my store bag and ran on that hoe. Pop, pop. Hit that bitch, I ran on that hoe. Bitch. Me and that hoe went to a nasty old blend. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for a skinny girl, she kept it. But bitch, it was only a few minutes. Bitch, I'ma eat them licks, bitch. I'm eating them licks, bitch. It is what it is, bitch. You got me fucked up. I ran her. So he, like, trying to pull me off her, I popped him too. Bitch, don't play with me. You got me fucked up. Bop. Bitch, if it was the McRib sandwich, she would have killed her. If it was the McRib, she was dead. Bitch, I bopped that hoe. Bitch, so the police came, the guards came out there, because this is in public. It was no way out of this. They put me in the hole again, bitch. But he had me fucked up, bitch. First of all, don't pull me off this, bitch, number one. And number two, you put that hoe in the harm's way your motherfucking self, bitch. Cause you could possibly never put it on the queen like that. Not in my face. I told your mama. I told your mama, bitch, I better not see it. Bitch, bitch, you better not see it. But bitch, I got with the whole deed. I got with the whole deed. So they locked me up again, girl. But this time it was for 30 days. Bitch, they blues me back there, bitch. When I talk about that hole, it's not nothing nice, no snacks, no nothing. Bitch, I was in that hole for 30 fucking days. But they finally let me out. So they let me out, and the captain then was like, bitch, listen, you got one more time to fuck with us. You got one more time, and we're going to punish your stupid ass. Bitch, we let you back in this compound. Would you think you chest Charlie or something? So, okay. So they let me out, but they didn't put me back in my unit, which was A. They put me on C and D side. So C and D side was much, much smaller than A, what I'm used to. So I'm away from Kevin. I'm away from Dee Dee. Dee Dee, they actually eventually move to I and J. And so now, by me beating her up and it's become like a compound thing, I didn't know, but I had a rep on the compound. Like, oh, that's the big bitch that you want. Like that's the bitch. That's the bitch. Like, that's the bitch that you, like, this the big bitch on the compound. So this did not sit well, I think, with Bernice, or it could have been Trade just being messy. But supposedly Bernice was sending messages like she wanted to see me. Because I had made a name, like I'm beating up all the punks, bitch, y'all not playing with me. And so this, I don't know this because I was in the hole. When I got the compound, I was like, oh, you shaking. Bitch, Bernice trying to see you. Bernice trying to see you. Work shaking, 504 starting to see me. What's going on, T, my sister? How you doing, sister? What's going on? So it was like, Bernice trying to see you. Now listen. Yeah, fuck that stupid girl. So, bitch, so Bernice, so they was like, oh, Bernice trying to see you. Bernice trying to see you. Now, Bernice had got our little fucking weight up because this was Bernice used to do. This was a big bitch. The stories I was hearing about her, now I had never met her, never seen her. I had heard about her. She's on a different unit that we never see each other. So, bitch, But bitch, all I heard was she used to be on the compound lifting weights with the boys. She used to be running track. Like she was a big bitch that you didn't want to see. The one time I did see her, I saw her walking um to the child hall. And she was the last one, like a great bitch. I'm like, ooh, she must be one. She must be that girl. So bitch, I'm like, girl, that girl don't want to see me. That girl don't want to fucking see me. But in my mind, I'm like, that's a big bitch. And I heard she was lifting weight. Not that I was tipped, but she did have a couple of fucking notches under her belt. So um some kind of reason they closed INJ. So they moved everybody from INJ, which was they called the island, up to the units up front, which was the A, B, C, D, and E, and F. They moved everybody. So C and D was on 1 yard. Now, I had heard through the wind that something had happened with Bernice because they moved her in my old unit, which was A. And so people used to always say to her, "Oh, you're not shaking. You're not our queen. You're not shaking. You're not our queen." And so word was coming to her that I wanted to see her. So they was on their side telling her, "Oh, shaking will see you, blah blah blah," and they was on my side telling me she wants to see me. When they say see you, that means she won't fight. So, but we can't see each other because we're on two different sides of the hall. They moved me on one side. So, this what happened. Remember the Muslim I was talking about? His name Brandon from Shreveport. They stepped on top of me. So apparently, he goes to the hole because he was in. They caught him in the bathroom with Bernice. Now they didn't catch him doing nothing, but they thought they was doing something. But he was back there getting his dick sucked by Bernice. So bitch, what they did though was because of INJ being closed and everything getting come up, they might have been in the hole, let's say 4-5 days, because it was nothing. It was like basically an unauthorized charge. But what they did was both of them got swung to the C and D side. So Brandon got swung on the side where I was at, and Bernice got swung in the next unit. So when we go on yard, but the Muslims don't let the punk see. Child, that one did. So anyway, and I used to when he came in the unit and I heard about it, I said, "Oh, I thought Muslims don't eat pork." He was like, "Man, I don't know what the fuck came over me, Shakie, bro. I don't know what the fuck came over me, bro. I don't know what the fuck came over me. I just got weak, son. I just got weak." He was like, "But you know, I had been liking on." He was like, "Bitch, I've been liking on you though." I'm like, "Girl, you fine and all." I was like, "I'm fine with a big dick. Come see." He was like, "Fuck everybody knows." Because the Muslims, what happened was, by him being caught with a homosexual and the word come out, the Muslims kind of kicked him out. So he couldn't fuck with the Muslim shit anymore. So what happened was he was free to do what he wanted. So I'm like, "Boy, I ain't playing with you." But I used to clown with him and joke with him a few times. I'll be back there by the bathroom or something, and he'll come pull that dick out or something on me, and I was just like, whatever. Now I did have another snack at the time, which was Jeremy. He was from Baton Rouge too. What Jeremy last name was? His name was Jeremy. And so, but I didn't really like him. I really wanted Kevin. And then it was just like, whatever, whatever. But the day was coming. It was a weekend, so we didn't go in the yard. So, like, the Monday was coming. And so, what I know I'm going to have to see this bitch Bernice. So, bitch, Monday come, and I just trot on the yard. Happy as a punk with a bag of dicks. I'm coming out there. All the beautiful boys like the girls. A lot of them do. I would say all of them. They got some that just, listen, every city, let me say something. I've been to the fairs and everywhere. We're going to get to all that eventually. Make sure y'all keep liking and make sure we get there. But, bitch, I had left Mike because I got shipped. But I did contact Mike when I get out, but Mike passed away. Both Mikes in my life passed away. But that my prison Mike and my world Mike. But that's a whole nother thing. That was something else. I don't know why. Whatever. But I got shipped where I'm talking about now. They say prison pose. Bitch, go ahead. Be all worse than Lola. I wouldn't even say that. I think the New Orleans boys didn't want to fuck with me as much, and I got some New Orleans stuff because they just figured I knew everybody from New Orleans, and so I would always run across somebody that I tell, and that's what they figured. But it wasn't like that. So the New Orleans boys ain't fuck with me. I did have a lot of Baton Rouge niggas, and I had a lot of like out of town niggas. But I mean, we'll get to that because every city have some. You didn't? Well, yeah, I do have one. Every city have one, and every some of them it's about 50%. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. They got some niggas that just ain't fucking with punks. I know you hear my stories, you think like all niggas fuck with punks, but that's not what it is. They had some niggas in there that just didn't fuck with punks. I'm talking about it because I'm going through the stories about about my husbands in prison. So that's the only reason I'm telling it like this. But it's just about half. It was just really about 50%. It was like they got for every 10 niggas that fuck with punks, 10 niggas didn't. So there's niggas that just didn't. So I don't want you to think that every nigga around there fucking with punks. That's definitely not the case. Niggas around there minding their business. So if niggas over there fucking with punks, that's what niggas doing. But if niggas over here not fucking with the punks, that's what they doing too. So don't think that it's like, oh, every nigga fucking with punks, they go to jail. It's not the case. I need y'all to understand that. The only thing that's happening, I'm telling the stories about the niggas that was fucking with me. And so I'm going with it like that. But there are niggas that was just not fucking with that. And so you believe it's more than 50% in your experience? I mean, in my experience, I say it's 50%. I don't know. That's in my opinion. The ones that didn't go out back to the girlfriend. I'm gonna tell them stories as I get to them. So to answer that question, I won't answer right now. I want you to like and subscribe and pay attention. So Jeremy was my new trade. And I ain't like Brandon like that, so it wasn't like nothing I was like fucking with or something. He had a big dick, though, I ain't gonna lie. But it was just like, I looked at him like I was a partner, so it was not nothing. And I had no experience fucking with no Shreveport nigga. I had no experience fucking with no nigga that wasn't like New Orleans, Baton Rouge, which was the clique in there. So I was not even finna fuck with that either. So, so then, this what happened. So I went to outside. And who do I see by the fucking weight pile getting ready to lift a pound was this big bitch Bernice. And so I'm like, oh Lord. Bitch. But I can't punk out, bitch. I can't punk out, bitch. I got the box this hoe. Bitch. I got the box this so she could be going around telling people she wants to see me. Word had been getting around that I want to see her. Bitch, I got the bob this so bitch. I got a bob. I might not want to, bitch. And it looked like this bitch is really a muscle bound punk. She was really a real life muscle punk, bitch. I'm like, bitch, I got the bob this bitch. It is what it is. So I'm like, as I'm walking around doing my little whatever, like doing my little session, she looked and she said, looking like, you Shakie. I said, yeah, that's me. She was like, after I finish my set, I'm gonna come talk to you. I'm like, all right, what's that? Whatever. So I'm like, bitch, I'm gearing up, bitch. I'm like, fuck, this muscle ass punk, bitch. Bitch, I'm about to be tussling with this bitch, but I can't punk out, bitch. I could get beat up, but I can't poke out, bitch. I can't not fight, bitch. I got to fight, bitch. And bitch, I'm like, oh, child, whatever. So bitch, I literally see her hit a set of just on the weight pile, like, I'm like, oh my fucking God. So bitch, because bitch, you know, the queen mother ain't lifting no weight in her life. And I ain't gonna lie, the bitches that had been beaten up was really not like, I mean, you know, the white girl, of course she ain't had no win. Didi had a little scuffle, but bitch, at the end of the day, bitch, I got weight I can throw around, bitch. You're not gonna fuck with me, bitch. So bitch, I'm just getting here part 4 already. Okay? Get to it. No, but so seriously, no, so this is what happened. So she come over there, she was like, I know you don't want to see me. I'm like, girl, it's about whatever, girl. It is whatever. Because I can't punk out. It is what it is. If I get beat up or whatever, if I punk out, that's the worst thing that can happen to me. Like the New Orleans niggas, they'll probably run me up off the compound. Bitch, I've been holding it down for New Orleans, bitch. I can lose, but I can't punk out. So I'm like, girl, it's whatever. It is whatever. What's up? She was like, no, I mean, I know that's true. I said, she was like, no, I've been doing this too long. Trade, well, because they use advantage that we can't really see each other or talk to each other. So they'll tell you one thing and I'll tell you that. She was like, because what got back to me was that you had, when you beat up Dee Dee, that you want to see our homegirl too and stuff like that. Now, of course, I never had said any of this, but I'm like, oh, for real? She was like, well, girl, when it got back to me when I got up the compound, you said because I beat up Dee Dee, you want to see me. She was like, Shakie, I never said that. She was like, this is how trade is. She was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. You my good sister now. She was like, I don't take this shit seriously. She was like, this is what it is. Whatever, whatever. She was like, you know what? Let's do this here. Let's show trade. So we gonna become good sisters. We walked, and so me and her used to walk the compound, whatever, whatever, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna lie. So Bernice, me and her became jam. And shout out to Bernice from Alexandra. If I don't know, I need to look her up because I don't know what happened to her, because she really became um like a influential person for me. She had never been to the prison system like I had, but she had been into them satellite camps in the circle like I was about to go on. So she was telling me about a lot of stuff and how it was, and like as far as what's going on and everything like that. So how to, whatever, how to maneuver and this, that, and the other. And so she was like, she put me on a lot of games, how them niggas be playing games. She was like, on this stuff, niggas is like, we the entertainment. So they always will try to play us against each other because they the entertainment. He was like, you gotta think about it. Women's wrestling is just as popular as men's wrestling, so that's what they want to see. But you're gonna be giving you what you want to see. How you missed it if I saved the videos? Don't do that. So she really like motherfucker. She was just like, whatever, whatever. But me and her became real jam. We used to eat together, chill together, whatever, whatever. It just so happened that my old man Jeremy, one time he wanted me to come do something with him. Something this bitch wanted me to do with him. Something this bitch wanted me to do with him. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, no, I'm playing dominoes. He was like, no, you told me no. And so it's this thing, that bitch came up there while I was playing dominoes, bitch. Bitch, now come on, do what I said. Or whatever it was that he wanted to do. And so listen, my first mind, because Jeremy wasn't that big of a bitch, and his first mind was, let me get the fuck away from this bitch, because this bitch looked like she about to maul me. And so he ran to the back. I'm like, son. Now, okay, remember when I was telling you that in prison, it's not good to, like, you can't talk back to your man, you can't raise your voice, you can't, like, I just dismiss this bitch. Like, I'm really, so in the prison world, in his mind, I'm treating him like the punk, and I'm the punk. And so or just like the kitchen when I first do it. Oh no, T sister, who cut your towels? Who cut my towels? What are you talking about? The poo? Yeah, what is a punk? You can't talk back to your man. And so this is a prison rule. And so by me saying like dismissing him, that was a sign of disrespect. And so my options here is kind of crazy. Because I can get up and go to the back and everything be hunky dory. If I get up and go bop him, then if I do beat him up, he's going to want to kill me because I've shown that he cannot handle having a punk and he's going to be punked himself. I can go to my rack and cry and whine about it. I can. I have my zuzus. I can. So these are my options here, and none of them are really one that I'm comfortable with. So I was like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? Yeah, I had missed. No, this is not Kevin. This is Jeremy, my other nigga. He bad me. And so I have like no choice but to do something. But I can't sit at the table. So I get up off the table. He ran to the back because he think I'm about to maul him. And so I'm like, I ain't gonna even do this to you. You heard me? Whatever, whatever. I just went to my rack and I was like, boom. I ain't even fucking finna talk to you. So bitch, he come to the rack. He was like, I ain't want to hit you or nothing, but man, you know whatever, you know how to blah 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, sister. We can't. I'm like you really like whatever, whatever. Even though I know I did something that was very in prison society, like against the rules and whatever, whatever. It was more like, this, that, and the other. So Jeremy, So me and him kind of sort of broke up right there, but not really. Because any nigga that was trying to fuck with me after that, he was like running them off. Whatever, whatever. It was like whatever, whatever. So my time had got a little miserable there. And so some kind of way, Bernice actually made it to from D side to C side. So me and her was in the same unit. And so I just chill with her all day. And Kiki and Cackle, me and her had really became good friends in jail. Whatever, whatever. We used to eat together, chill together, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. We was like two girls. All the other punks on the compound was very much so tipped of us because we both had little reputations of going around beating up people and stuff like that. Jeremy kept trying to get with me. And so my time was miserable because I didn't have a nigga. And the nigga that was liking on me was running off other niggas. And so it just was like, whatever. So one day, me and Bernice had went to chow. It was early in the morning. And I usually didn't get up for breakfast because I had enough finances to kind of take care of myself however I wanted to take care of myself. And so I didn't even have to go to so I could eat out my box. Prison finances. And so bitch, one day, bitch, no lie, no lie. We go to the child, and it's that shift where remember I was telling y'all the man, he'll walk up like when the punks come through, like a regular nigga come through, he'll just stay the same way. But if the punks come through, he'll walk up. So like I guess he figured somebody wants to touch his ass or something. And so me and Bernice was walking, and I was in front of her, she was behind me. And so he did that. He walked up. But this morning, I don't know what it was on. Now keep in mind, sometimes in prison you go through emotions, you go through things, you go through different feelings. And this morning I was not having it. I wasn't like this is like this was a situation that I kept this compound and me was not getting along. And I was used to prison and this was a satellite camp. So this is not what was up. That bitch did it. And so I was like, Catahoula, yes, Catahoula with a C. Did you get the email? Wait. About the book? If so, I did email you back. I just didn't receive those response. But if you emailed recently, I didn't get it checked because I didn't check my email. All right, so this bitch walked up. He did the same thing, bitch. And so I'm like, say, bro. What you do that for every time we walk up? And so he was like, you questioning me, boy? I said, yes, I'm questioning you. What's the issue? Why you fucking walk up with a rubber? So he was like, if you don't get your punk ass on, this like talk. They talk so country and fucked up. I'm like, punk. And I ran on this bitch. A whole deputy. So so Bernie's like, shake it, girl, stop, girl, they gonna whoop you, they're gonna kill you, girl. No, girl. I ran on the deputy, bitch. So I ran, I'm beating this bitch. So he pressed the button, like the emergency button, and so all the alarms sound, they lock everything down, bitch. I'm supposed to be moderating live right now. Oh, my bad. Go do you, girl. I'ma save it. So I ran on this bitch. And listen, the alarm sound, I promise you, all I remember is getting hit in my back and something. Bop, bop, that's all I remember. The next thing I do remember, bitch, I was in the hole, buck naked, handcuffed to the bed. And all I was like, I'm feeling my face and I'm like, oh my God, where all this fucking blood come from? And as I'm moving, I'm like, ooh, everything hurt. So bitch, boom. I ain't lying. So like an hour or so later, the captain and them come and was like, oh, we gotta teach you one lesson, huh? You wanna be hitting on deputies, huh? And I swear to God, they maced the fuck out. Bow. Whip me again. Bow. And all I can remember is just going in and out. In and out. Bitch, of consciousness and everything. And so, bitch, they used to feed me this, what they call a loaf. They take everything, like you know how they have different sections, like they might have the grits here, the meat here, whatever, and they put it in one big thing and say that's your food. Bitch, and listen, I just remember them coming every shift. They coming, more mace, more ass whoopings. And bitch, I displaced for a little while. But they was like, bitch, we gonna teach you a lesson. I promise you. I was in a hole buck naked. I had to be at least 10 days. And I promise you, if I didn't get an ass whooping every day, my name ain't Shakie. When I tell you, bitch, I have never had an ass whooping like that from them, like I had from the bitches in Catahoula. In my life, I never had an ass whooping, bitch. If I never had. Bitch, them hoes whipped me to pieces. Bitch, all I can remember, I still got a cut on my eye from them hoes. Yeah, but there was white guards mostly. They had a couple black guards, but they was just under administration of white people. And bitch, they whipped me. And bitch, when I'm thinking, I just knew every day I was gonna get whipping. I must have got a whipping for 10 days straight. And all I remember was sleeping, waking up, mace, whipping. That's all I remember, bitch. So after I was in the hole for 10 days, they took me out of that, and they put me in a regular hole, which I stayed another 45 days, bitch. So they stayed me there 45 days. And so one time the captain was like, "Did you learn your fucking lesson?" And I was like, bitch, I couldn't fight back. I was handcuffed to the bed, bitch. Bitch, I was thinking like, bitch, all I could, bitch, I was like, Lord, I was talking to the Lord, bitch. I was like, bitch, just let me get through this. I don't know how, just like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but bitch, let me get through this, girl. That's all I was thinking, girl. And so, like, and I don't know what, and so I guess in my mind I learned at that time it was like bitch, I knew better because I knew better. I knew better. And so excuse me. So no bitch. I mean no, I wasn't supposed to hit the deputy. Like you're not at the same time, I look at it now like bitch, this man just doing his job. He don't like punks, he won't walk up. Oh well, it's not that serious. And as my place as a prisoner, I have to I just gotta just chill. Like that's what that is. And so like so hold on one second, girl. Girl, never wrong, girl. Hold on. So yeah, bitch, they whooped the shit out. And so what happened was after that, girl, they they shipped me to a place called Richwood. I'm good, girl. No, I'm the girl. I'm all good, girl. I'm good. Don't do that. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that shit. Don't y'all do that. There's no sorry. We don't feel sorry. When I told y'all we strong, we don't do that victim shit. I told y'all a million times we don't do all that. That's not what the fuck we do. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Don't y'all fucking start that shit. Don't y'all start. I will end this motherfucker right now. All that hugging, loving, dubby shit. We don't do all that shit. We don't do that shit. Okay? Girl, we don't do all that. We don't do all that. Okay? We don't do all that shit. Bitch, that's not what the fuck we do. Okay? So anyway, girl. So they shipped me from Catahoula to Richwood. But what I had on my jacket now was a write-up for fighting a deputy. And so Richwood put me in a hole immediately upon getting there. And so the warden there was savage. I'm like, why are you putting me in a hole? I'm like, I'm not really a violent person. I was like, they wrote it up like that. I was like, listen, it's a misunderstanding. I might have had a couple of fights, but ain't nobody died on that. I never cut nobody on nothing. I don't have nothing like that. So he was like, I'm gonna see if I can put you on a compound. And so I stayed in the hole for 2 weeks at Richwood. And then Richwood shipped me to Claiborne, which was supposed to be a disciplinary camp. And so what I will do now is take a pause, and then I will tell y'all about Claiborne in part 5 coming up right now. So I love y'all. I'm going to just take a little mini break to just get straight. I'm good. I promise y'all. I'm great. And we will reconvene in about 2 to 3 minutes for part 5, in which I'll tell y'all about it. Okay? All right, y'all.